Welcome back to the MMA life. Song Yadong came home to China carrying pressure, expectations, and a dangerous former champion standing across from him. And by the end of the night, he left Macau with one of the biggest wins of his career. At UFC Fight Night, Song versus Figueiredo, the atmosphere inside Galaxy Arena felt different from the start. This was not just another Fight Night main event. This was Song Yadong returning to fight in China for the first time in years, facing former UFC flyweight king Deiveson Figueiredo, one of the most explosive finishers the sport has seen. And early on, it looked like Figueiredo might spoil the party. The opening round was tense and tactical. Figueiredo came out sharp, mixing pressure with wrestling threats and forcing Song to constantly think about the takedown. The former champion was doing what veterans do best, slowing the fight down, disrupting rhythm, and making everything uncomfortable. Song landed some clean shots on the feet, but Figueiredo's grappling pressure kept the fight competitive. Every exchange felt dangerous because both men carried real finishing power. But somewhere in the second round, the momentum shifted. Song started finding his timing. The boxing became sharper. The counters became cleaner, and most importantly, he stopped reacting to Figueiredo's pressure and started making the Brazilian react to him instead. You could see the confidence building. Every jab snapped harder, every right hand landed cleaner. The crowd inside Macau began getting louder with every successful exchange. Then came the moment that changed everything. Late in round 2, Figueiredo shot in for a takedown. Normally, that is where Deiveson starts building control. Instead, Song turned defense into offense. As Figueiredo entered, Song wrapped up a guillotine choke and immediately locked it tight. The transition was smooth, fast, and honestly caught a lot of people by surprise. Song has always been respected for his striking, but this was high-level opportunistic grappling. Figueiredo tried to fight the hands. He tried to survive, but the choke was deep. Seconds later, the former UFC champion tapped. Song Yadong wins by second-round guillotine submission at 4 minutes and 42 seconds in front of a Chinese crowd in a main event against a former world champion. And honestly, that finish may have been more important than people realize, because Song did not just beat Figueiredo. He showed growth. For years, critics questioned whether Song could make the jump from talented contender to true title threat. But this performance showed composure, patience, and evolution. He defended well early, adjusted mid-fight, then capitalized the moment Figueiredo made a mistake. That is what elite contenders do. Even more impressive, this was only the second submission victory of Song's UFC career, making the finish even more unexpected. After the fight, Song credited Team Alpha Male and Urijah Faber for helping improve his grappling game. Meanwhile, this loss raises serious questions for Figueiredo's future at bantamweight. The former flyweight king remains dangerous, but the road back to title contention just became much steeper. As for Song Yadong, he just reminded the entire bantamweight division that China still has a serious contender knocking on the door of championship contention. And if this version of Song keeps improving his grappling to match his striking, the rest of the division may have a problem. What did you think of Song Yadong's submission victory? Is he ready for a top 5 contender fight next, or should he already be in title discussions? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to hit that like button.